Hey everybody, Logic Hog is back playing Out of Ore because I just got home from work. And you know what? Sometimes you just need to sit in the yard with a stick and you dig a fucking hole. In the words of a great philosopher of our time, George Carlin. So I feel like pretending to dig a hole on my computer. And so I'm going to play Out of Ore because I feel like it. So we got a pretty good hole. I'm just going to keep chopping away at it because eventually we need to find some iron ore or copper or something. But we got bedrock. I need to take the top off of that hill. Need to make some money. Need to please the overlord mistress. And I'm pretty happy with our little facility set up here. It's been a couple days since I played this last, and it's looking pretty good. Almost like it's intended to be there, which is the entire point. Especially with the porta potty. Need a place to poo. Alright. What are my goals? I don't like that little ridge on the left here, so I want to be able to approach the top of that, like, little mountain there, mound, without having to worry about tipping my loader over. I also don't want to drive off the edge. I'm going to take it a little carefully. That looks better. But yeah, I've been watching other people play this game, and it's kind of like, oh man, I want to go back in and just freaking, dig a hole for like 2, 3 hours. But no, I have to make videos about it. I'm here to please you. Because you're the one watching me. And dear God, help you if you're like just sitting there just watching me. I mean, crap, this game's supposed to be in the background. You should be playing this game while listening to my video. If you're just straight up paying attention to me, God help you. Holy crap. You need something to do. Alright. Get a little bit of a better bucket there. See, I wasn't even looking at the screen thinking that. I'm just paying attention to what I'm saying rather than actually playing the game. That's how little brain power this takes. But my immediate goal is to take the top off of that hill. My secondary goal is to get the base load icon off the front of the screen. That thing's starting to bother me. I need to sell like some coal. Just get rid of that objective. No more quests. I don't want that thing hanging out, bothering everybody by just being there. So I gotta see how many stacks of coal I have. Because I don't know, I think I sold one full stack back in the last recording with that objective up on the screen. So I might only have to sell like, one stack and then like a fifth of another stack. Let's go ahead and check that out right now. I know a good percentage of that scoop was probably coal. Man, jumped like Spider-Man there. Yeah, so that's about to be a full stack. Let's check the actual objective itself. Yeah, I sold one full stack, so just over a second stack. We'll get that freaking icon away from my face. So let's go ahead and focus on that, because it's starting to annoy me. Give me coal. And I don't know whether it's better or worse to play this game on hardcore mode. I actually kind of prefer standard, because to me, it's just an annoyance when things break right now. I mean, fuel is a non-issue for how little money it costs to refuel a vehicle like this. I mean, really, you'd expect it to be a lot more expensive. And parts breaking down, again, is just more of an annoyance than a game mechanic. Whoa. So I was watching some other YouTubers play this in the middle of the night and thinking to myself, God dang it, man, I want to, make my mining spot a little bigger. But I was like, nope, gotta record it. And they were having parts break left and right. And I'm like, but they're really not having to pay much whenever things do break. So they really don't have to worry about it. It's just one of those things where you just go into the store, you buy the damn part, and then, like, just go in here and say, hey, here's your new hydraulics. See, like, it'll eventually break down on me, but, I'm not hurting, and I'm gonna have plenty of money, even working alone, to buy a replacement. So it's just like, is that game mechanic worth it right now? No. So that's why I kept it on standard rather than hardcore. Like I do with the other games. I do like a sense of stakes where it's like when you lose, you actually lose something. Which is why on like Project Hospital, like you can totally tank that. You can fail a hospital. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. And so it's like hardcore mode on here. There's no real way to fail. You just keep digging. I mean, worst case scenario, you literally take your stick, your pickaxe, and you dig a fucking hole. And you look at your stick, and you look at your hole, and you have a little fun. Again, George Carlin is one of the great philosophers of our time. Meanwhile, every kid watching this is probably looking on their smartphone, looking for the Stick app. It's right there in the list next to OnlyFans. Which, leave a comment if you'd like me to make an OnlyFans channel. I mean, hey. For the ladies, am I right? Moriana approves. Not sure how I want to expand this processing area though. Because again, I got a plan for the future. I got to think of what's going to happen if/when another resource is struck. I do want to expand the diamond and ruby processing area. In addition to gold and silicon. Because gold and silicon definitely take a long time. We're going to get a whole lot more of those. The smelters take a little longer to handle their general task than the little manual wash plants do. In fact, let me check up on those. I forget where we were. Oh, I almost got sucked into the hopper. Alright, so the smelters aren't smelting. Swiper no swiping. Gold is done. Silicon's done. How much pay dirt did we have? Well, let's at least keep these things busy. I mean, ABC. So the silicon goes there. Bam. Not a whole lot. Wait, what? Yeah, and then the gold goes there. Alrighty. Rubies. Boink. And diamonds. Boink. And that's really not going to be much of a worthy investment until we start really devoting ourselves to pay dirt. But like, take a look. I mean, I'm sitting here with 94,000, almost even. 200 bucks, less than 200, 120 bucks to refuel a goddamn front loader. I mean, it costs what? Like, 80 bucks to refill a Ford 150. So, one of those things where I'm just like, that game mechanic, I would recommend to be a little more severe on the player in order to make sure that they, use their vehicles effectively. Where there's a little sense of danger of overgrowing the business by having too many vehicles and requiring too much fuel at once, especially on multiplayer when everyone has a truck and everyone has a front loader or an excavator. And so there's fuel being used everywhere. That there should be like a little, like I said, a sense of danger in making sure that your mine is run efficiently. I'm just flopping around. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. Like I said, I just got off work. I'm exhausted. I do have a job other than this. And right now it's sucking the freaking happiness out of my soul. So I'm pretending to dig a hole with a very, very large combustion engine gasoline powered stick. And it's making me happy, and I'm having a little fun, so I figured I'd share it with you. I can't have fun unless I share it with you on the video. Because if I'm having fun playing this game and it's not on the video, and something cool happens and I'm like, God damn it, I wish I shared that, it'll make me unhappy. So I'm here, waiting for my rice cooker to make me dinner. Going in circles, digging a hole. And I'm going to destroy this planet by digging so much dirt that Moriana will have to resurrect me. Because there's nothing left. It's all been put into the hopper. Let me just go ahead and get out right now, because it's really starting to affect the performance of my vehicle that this isn't flattened out. It's getting bumpy. There we go. That'll just make it a little easier. But I'm really looking forward to leveling up and getting those bigger vehicles. Because right now, I'm kind of cringing at how small this front loader is, especially after watching other people play. I mean, there's people that, run multiplayer servers with 18 people on them, and, everybody's got the freaking, Tonka dump trucks. And I'm sitting here with the shittiest front loader in the game going, I'm going to destroy the world and put it in the hopper. Yeah, sure I am. Not with this front loader, I'm not. Oh, God, no. Okay, this is getting dangerous. I might have to resort to the pickaxe to at least get that little lip off the left there. I'm sitting here talking about safety after going through mandatory safety training. My job. Like, yeah, try not to fall off the ladder. Gee, thanks. I would have never thought of that. Hey, try not to ram your head into the desk. We don't get training on that one. Does that mean we get to sue the company whenever I bang my head into a desk? Ooh, we got a floater right there. Can I hit it? Getting close, getting close. There we go. Worst case scenario, we always just rip out the explosives. I've never actually used them in the game before. Because, again, I'm here to harvest. I'm here to make money. And, I don't know exactly how much of the ore, or how many units are destroyed or wasted whenever you blow them up, because there's certain explosives that eliminate all of the units. They just create an empty vacuum. And that's not really what I'm going for. But again, whenever you blow something up, I'm pretty sure there's a voxel system in this game where it resorts everything to little balls. And then whenever those balls stabilize, they kind of redefine the surface and put the texture on it. And you can actually, I think, restore that version where it creates the little balls in the options. But I'm pretty sure that whenever you move the dirt, whenever it creates the balls and they reform, you don't get as many as you started with. Like, there's an efficiency loss there. Because I know someone else tested this and said that the biggest loss of resources is actually transferring stuff into a rock truck due to overloading and having it like roll off the side of the rock truck, which you don't see unless you have that like little voxel ball rolling setting on. So it's interesting. There's a deeper thing going on where that's always in the back of my mind whenever I consider using explosives or not. I'll probably test it, but not right now. Right now, I have an objective, and that's to dominate this hill and get that freaking base load icon off of my freaking screen. Which we might have enough coal to do right now. Let's go ahead and check it out. That'll give us a pretty big sum of money, too. And I don't know if it'll level us up or not. I don't know. I still haven't decided if it's worth it. What was I doing? Again, I have no brain power. Mommy? You listening? He's always watching. Cole. Getting that freaking icon off the screen. Yes. Wrong storage. Coal's over here. Alright, yep. Let's go ahead and sell all the coal, so it'll just be like, you know, only about 2,000 extra, and we're starting with 0 coal again. But I want to conserve what we make from this point on, because again, coal is something you have to discover. And so it's, you know, once you run out of the vein you're currently mining, you kind of have to eat it. Yeah, store, sell. That's what... I don't want to think today. Why am I being made to think? Yay, I'm level 26. I'm a field service tech tier 2. Do I get a bonus? Do I get a raise increase? No. Then why does it matter? There's the magic question. Oh, oh, oh. Man, we got a lot of bumps right there. In fact, we got so many bumps right there. I'm breaking out the roller. It's just faster. The roller is better at flattening. I just don't feel like smacking the ground 1,000 times with a shovel whenever I got My roller investment right here. This is its purpose. My purpose is to move dirt. The roller's purpose is to do this. The roller's purpose is to roll. Oh my god. I'm dying right now. I've got the rice maker smelling up my house. So I put a couple chicken wings in it. So now the rice will taste like barbecue chicken. And it smells like it too. And oh my god. When does this video end? Because now I'm hungry. So now you got me tired, you got me hungry, you got me grumpy, and I'm trying to destroy the earth by scooping it into the hopper. It's a good state of mind. There we go. Right back in our nice little parking spot. Actually, I'm glad I put that there. It does look nice. And let's see, what can we get off the top here? Lifting up, don't want to lift up. But you see, like, all that stuff spilling out there is lost. Because it didn't create, like, a huge mound on the bottom, but we took, like, half a scoop off there and didn't see any reward for it. So I'm certain things like units of resources are lost whenever it reforms. I just don't know how much. Not too concerned with that, except, you know, I don't want to lose a bunch of pay dirt or like a full scoop of coal or something like that, you know. There we go, overload. No, don't lower, lift. Oh, I'm slow today. Don't hit the barriers. The barriers are there to make sure you don't do that. See, pre-planning. Pre-planning works. Ugh. Even though I can't say the same for my gameplay on other videos. Sometimes you gotta wing it. Sometimes it's more fun to watch the guy fail and learn from their lessons. The thing is this mine can't fail. Because I'll just dig a hole with a stick. Speaking of failure, one of the things I'm kind of wrestling with for this mine is whether or not to automate the selling of just plain dirt. Because there's really no use for it. The problem is a selling point in this game, I've been told, only gives you half the resources. Or like, it only gives you half the money. Thing is for just plain dirt, I really don't care. Because a full stack of 10,000 dirt, I think only gives like 13,000. Which I would much rather have it be a non-issue and just automated than have to kind of like think about it and micromanage it and go, oh, how close is my storage to getting absolutely full? But, I mean, we're digging into pay dirt here. We're looking pretty good. And, we're getting resources from this. So, I'm not like... I'm having a little fun. I'm not as grumpy as I started, which is the whole point of this freaking game. You look at your stick. You look at the... Why am I deforesting the hill? I'm about to rip this thing out of the earth. With a front loader. No. Wrong mindset. But you look at your stick, and you look at your hole, and you have a little fun. And so, like, I'm having fun. You having fun? Because the thing is, you know, like I said, shame on you if you're watching this just straight up. Because, I mean, you're watching me pretend to dig a hole and give commentary on, oh, look at the scoop. That's a sexy scoop. Wow, look at it, slightly loaded to the right there. That's totally by intention. The feedback, the technique, it's fascinating. No, 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 no. You should be watching these videos while you're washing the dishes. Do something productive while pretending to watch me dig a hole. Do the dishes and watch my videos. Take a poop and watch my videos. Take a shower and have my video on your phone in the background. No, 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 I'm not prioritizing and saying watch my videos. No, 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 I'm trying to make you a productive member of society while simultaneously watching my videos. Because that's one thing, is it's really freaking weird to play a video game and be like, I have to talk to myself constantly because it's fun. Is it? Who's having the fun? Is it me or is it you? We all know the answer to that question. Of course I'm having fun. You're not having any fun. You'd be playing this game. Then you'd have fun. Or maybe you are playing this game and you're watching the video at the same time, in which case, good for you. You're digging a hole. That is the origin of fun. And he goes in for the approach. Bucket is raised. Light incline. And he does it. He takes the scoop. No one has ever seen a scoop like this. It's a miracle. Ladies and gentlemen, we will never see a scoop the likes of this. Ever. We are witnessing history as he delivers it to the hopper. Wow, nothing like that has ever been recorded before. This was something special. But there's another scoop. A little downward tilt, we have a collapse. No, this one is absolutely unacceptable. This scoop has zero intention. He should be ashamed of himself. This scoop has absolutely no consideration for the art, the technique, the disrespect of the activity. He should be ashamed. There are nuances to the scooping that only an expert will be able to tell the difference. I'm sure you all watching the video can witness that for yourselves and detect the difference. Is that regular dirt in the middle of the pay dirt there? I'm a little concerned because I don't know how, like, if pay dirt comes in veins. I know on a different map, like, there's just a big old layer of pay dirt underneath the regular dirt. But this map is a little different, and that's why there's a big old coal vein running through the hill here. I don't know if there's a pattern to each map. Again, I haven't played this game extensively enough to really know those fine details. So I'm still learning. just as much. We're learning together, and that is fun. Because learning how to play this game means that you can step in someone else's game and not look like a fucking idiot. Which that's always worth your time. Don't look like a fool. You have to be the greatest of all time. You can't be second place. There is no second place. Second place is the first loser. You have to push yourself to the extreme and dig in a hole, or else nothing. It's just, I'm feeling good about that mountain and like kind of just making sure this hole catches up. So let's just go ahead and take another full scoop here. And then I'll take just the top off of that mountain there. Keep calling it a mountain. It's like calling a village a metropolis. Come on, up the hill. You can do it. No load. Should be a little faster than this. Parking brake. Let me level this out, because I've got a feeling with that hole right there, I'd just go face first into the ridge. Maybe I need to take this little grassy part off before I try and yoink that. Or, you know what, I'll just pat it down with a shovel. Average it out. Because we're not really trying to harvest anything. We're just trying to make sure that this little mound is not in our way anymore. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just take a big old level scoop and just get it so that this is a nice flat little plateau that's at least able to be driven over. But holy cow, see, that this is what I was talking about wherever I'm like, this game's a time suck. It's been half an hour already. And man, I was grumpy when I started, but holy cow. I'm digging a hole. I'm having some fun. And I'm hungry. So you know what? We're going to keep digging a hole. And I'm going to keep talking to myself. And I think my rice is done too. See, like the stars are aligning. It's destiny. My food's done. I'm having fun. Moriana would be pleased. Moriana is pleased. Although slightly disappointed at the resource output, and she requests more money. But Moriana will get her money. In fact, that's the first thing we're gonna do next video. Is Moriana is owed her dues. And lady, I will please you. In more ways than one. Logic Hog out.